The amazing digital Circus. The last act just dropped in theaters, and the single most talked about thing coming out of it is not the ending, not the post-credits scene, not Caine, it's Jax, and specifically how Jax's story ends. Thousands of fans are furious about it. Threads are blowing up on Reddit. People are calling it the worst character decision in the entire series, and Gooseworx has been very clear this was completely intentional. Let's actually go through what happened and why, because there's a lot being said right now, and most of it is missing the full picture. So here's the situation. In the last act, Jax abstracts. If you've been following TADC, you know that abstraction is the worst thing that can happen to a character inside the circus. It means they lose themselves completely. For 3 years, abstraction was used as this looming threat hanging over everyone, and in the finale, it actually happens to Jax, the character the fandom has been more invested in than almost anyone else. The part that pushed fans over the edge is that it happens off screen. 3 seasons of build-up, one of the most complex, most analyzed characters in the show, and his abstraction just happens. We don't see it. We don't get a final moment with him. He's there and then he's gone and the story moves on. A Reddit thread from 3 days ago put it perfectly. It said, and this got thousands of upvotes, TADC fans, when you say you wanted Jax to have a happy ending and not commit suicide off screen 7 minutes in when the characters should have known he was unstable. That reaction is everywhere right now. It's the dominant emotion in the TADC community today. But here's the thing, Gooseworx didn't just let this happen by accident. Gooseworx outright called Jax irredeemable. That word was used intentionally. The argument from the people defending the ending is that Jax was always building toward this, that his whole arc was never about becoming better. It was about someone who gets to the edge of change and then turns away from it. He tormented Ribbit, he caused her abstraction, and even with a chance to be different, the pattern repeated. The finale in Gooseworx's vision shows the consequences of that. Then there's the Ribbit situation, which a lot of people haven't fully processed yet. Reddit described Ribbit as a genuinely benevolent soul, someone who hadn't done anything to deserve what happened to her, and Jax's actions directly led to her abstraction. His story and hers are connected in a way that makes his ending feel like a consequence, not a coincidence. The community right now is almost perfectly divided. One side says Jax deserved a redemption arc and the finale robbed the character of what he'd earned through the whole series. The other side says giving Jax a clean redemption would have been dishonest to the character, that some people just don't change, and that's the point. There are even threads arguing that Jax and Caine's endings should have been swapped, that Caine, who actually chose to be better, should have abstracted, and Jax, who was capable of more than he showed, should have been the one who made it out. Whether you agree with Gooseworx's decision or not, this is the conversation the entire fandom is having right now, and it's gonna keep going until June 19th when the episode drops on YouTube and an entirely new wave of people experience it for the first time. The last act is in theaters right now. June 19th it's on YouTube. We are gonna be covering every detail the moment it drops, every hidden scene, every confirmed theory, everything buried in this finale. Subscribe right now and turn on notifications. When that video drops, you are gonna want to be here immediately. And drop it in the comments, do you think Jax deserved better? Or do you think Gooseworx made the right call? Because this community is split straight down the middle and I want to hear exactly where you stand.